Thanks, Pat. While the sniping continues between several of those GOP candidates, those 6 met in suburban Dallas to talk about everything from the importance of Christianity in America to Planned Parenthood and religious freedom. David Brody has this report from Prestonwood Baptist Church in Plano, Texas.
Republican presidential candidates fishing for evangelical voters found a fully stocked pond Sunday north of Dallas. Nearly 8,000 filled Prestonwood Baptist Church to hear the numerous contenders make their case on important social issues. Some, like Carly Fiorina, brought up the shocking Planned Parenthood undercover videos.
Just recently, they said that they would stop taking reimbursement for the services that the left-wing media said weren't happening. We are winning this fight.
Ben Carson talked about the importance of a Christian America.
It's time for us to bring God back to our country. And I know, it's... The president says we're not a Judeo-Christian nation, but he doesn't get to decide, we get to decide.
Jeb Bush touted his pro-life credentials.
As governor of the state of Florida, we defunded Planned Parenthood when I was governor. We banned partial birth abortion. We were the first state to have a Choose Life license plate.
Candidates shared their views ranging from supporting Israel to fighting the persecution of Christians at home and overseas. While audience members might not be ready to make their choice quite yet, most like what they heard.
I really am undecided. I have some leanings, but I think that we have some really excellent candidates, and I think we have some really good ones showing up here today.
Oh, I'm already totally committed to Marco Rubio.
I want Ted Cruz for president.
And what about frontrunner Donald Trump?
Well, he just has an it factor.
This evangelical presidential forum is actually missing a couple of main players. Donald Trump, the frontrunner, is not here. Neither is Marco Rubio, who is rising in the polls as well. It gives all of these other candidates an opportunity to actually make a good impression in front of a very important audience. One man ready to make a move is Ted Cruz. He's been slowly climbing in the polls recently and knows the importance of the evangelical vote.
I believe 2016 is going to be a religious liberty election. As these threats grow darker and darker and darker, they are waking people up here in Texas and all across this country.
In an exclusive interview with CBN News, Cruz says there's a reason he's on the rise.
I think the sharpest difference between my record and that of every other candidate in the race is that people are tired of campaign conservatives. They're tired of people who talk a great game while they're on the campaign trail, but they haven't actually walked the walk. And I think people are looking for a consistent conservative.
Others, like Mike Huckabee, are struggling to gain traction. Huckabee tells CBN News he's concentrating on winning the key state of Iowa.
So all this hype about who's up, who's down in the polls, doesn't mean anything if you don't win an early state.
At this point, it's all about jockeying for position, and evangelicals, along with the rest of the nation, seem intently engaged in this fascinating horse race. David Brody, CBN News, in Plano, Texas.
Thanks, David. And 1 week from today, we'll have Pat's interview with Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush. It takes place at Regent University this Friday as part of its executive leadership series.